Games this quarter 2 of 2017. Number 1. Persona 5. Persona 5 is a role-playing video game developed by Atlus for the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4 video game consoles. Persona 5 takes place in Tokyo and follows a silent protagonist after his transfer to the fictional Shujin Academy after being put on probation for an assault of which he was falsely accused. During the course of his school year, he and other students awaken to their persona powers, become masked vigilants dubbed the Phantom Thieves of Hearts, and explore the supernatural palace realm to steal ill intent from the hearts of adults. As with previous titles in the series, the party does battle with supernatural enemies using manifestations of their psyche called personas. The game incorporates role-playing elements and dungeon exploration alongside social simulation scenarios. Number 2. Outlast 2. Outlast 2 is a first-person survival horror video game developed and published by Red Barrels. It is a sequel to the 2013 video game Outlast. The game follows a journalist named Blake with his wife Lynn, wandering the Arizona desert to explore the murder of a pregnant woman named Jane Doe. Like its predecessors, Outlast 2 is a single-player campaign. You are unable to fight your enemies through, but instead, you carry a camcorder to survive your way through. The camera is night vision enabled that also runs out of batteries over time. Compared to the first game, your character is equipped with a much more clearer camera, zoom, and audio detection system, which can be used to detect distant footsteps and other noises. Number 3. Dragon Quest Heroes 2. Dragon Quest Heroes 2 is a hack-and-slash game developed by Omega Force and published by Square Enix for PlayStation 4, PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita, Nintendo Switch, and Microsoft Windows. It is about heroes who banded together, destroying peace of their continent because of its warring kingdoms. The game is a hack-and-slash like of Coast games, but more weighty on RPG elements and a world exploration to resemble the typical Dragon Quest experience. Players can visit towns, wander the world map, and initiate battle stages. Special ingredients and treasure boxes can be discovered around the world map, plus weather conditions may fluctuate and affect the party's status. Number 4. Prey. Prey is an upcoming first-person action-adventure video game developed by Arcane Studios and published by Bethesda Softworks. The game is scheduled for release in May 2017 for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. In Prey, the player controls Morgan Yu while exploring the moon-orbiting space station Talos 1, where research into a hostile alien collective called the Typhon is performed. As the Typhon escape confinement, the player uses a variety of weapons and abilities derived from the Typhon to avoid being killed by the aliens while looking to escape the station. The station is presented as an open world to the player with progression through the world after obtaining key items or abilities similar in nature to a Metroidvania game. Number 5. Fire Emblem Echoes Shadows of Valentia. Fire Emblem Echoes Shadow of Valentia, in Japanese called Fire Emblem Echoes Another Hero King, is an upcoming tactical role-playing game developed by Intelligent Systems and published by Nintendo Fire Emblem Studios. The second entry in the Fire Emblem series, Gaiden was released in 1992 for the Famicom. The game was notable for breaking away from the gameplay precedent set in its predecessor Shadow Dragon and the Blade of Light, while it carried over the tactical turn-based battle system of the first game. You can navigate in towns and overworld and simplified mechanics. Due to these changes, Gaiden came to be considered the black sheep of the series, with many of its new elements being dropped for subsequent entries. Gaiden did not receive a Western release. Agony. Agony is a first-person survival horror game currently in development. Players will begin their journey as tormented souls within the depths of hell without any memories about their past. The special ability to control people on their path and even possess simple-minded demons gives the player the necessary measures to survive in the extreme conditions they are in. By exploring hostile environments and interacting with the other wary souls of the hellscape, the hero will soon understand that there is only one way to escape from hell, and it will require a meeting of the mystical Red Goddess. And lastly on this list is Tekken 7. The game is the 9th installment in the Tekken series and the first to make use of the Unreal Engine. Tekken 7 focuses on one-on-one battles. Two new mechanisms are introduced in the game. The first, Rage Art, allows the player to execute critical attacks that deal roughly 30% damage depending on the character once their health bar is critical, in exchange for inactivating the normal attack power increase. The second, Power Crush, which enables the player to continue attacking even while being hit. The player still receives the same damage given by the attacker still. The game's producer, Katsuhiro Harada, said that the game's story will be much darker than ever before, closer in tone to Tekken 4, and will serve as the conclusion of the Mishima clan saga. It will provide answers regarding the feud between Heikachi Mishima, his son, Kazuya Mishima, and his grandson, Jin Kazama, including the origins of Devil Jin among other Tekken mysteries. A trailer released in July 2014 introduced a backstory regarding Heihachi's wife, Kazumi Mishima, who was killed by him years prior to the events of the earlier games. Akuma of the Street Fighter series was announced as a guest character who will play a vital role on the story. Thanks for watching this video, subscribe to Yugatech and follow our other social media links. I will see you in the next video.